What's abstract than choosing the proximity?
Be at a time to beat the rhythm for the love desires was the free spirit attracted by the passion, the seduction, the courting, and the irresistible charm for the love that was the whirlwind of adventures. I let myself go with the several, according to the emotions of amongst the encounter. Slip subtly into the mind for the difficulty to be special enough for the something and the held it deeply into the touch you could find what the idea was. the company of the sound of their name, but I have the ability to make the heart beat a little faster for the half of the midst of the whirlwind feelings of the never. Presence in the life that attracted irresistible. Despite the warnings that around me, for the intuition, for the toxicity, for the make me suffer, for the be attracted to, the power over me, for the stuck between two choices in the one hand. Who made me feel happy and serene on the other hand, but just be the toxic enough and attracted like a magnet for the doubt, for the feelings and the choices, and you could be. To hunch, the digging of the poetry, for the coming to the life, to be called food for the eyes in our lives. Once we were called sparrows in life without the place to land, for the movement from here to there, for them to be kept, for the stay long enough to be kept, for this long enough to be missed, this lived in the cage and made of metal, for the rather quiet hands of society, for the darting through the space. Never meant for them to be always chased away, for this could belong, for the rarely noticed those sparrows over the growing to the vultures, and you could be. There she goes, the love of my life, she passes me like the daily bread. Maybe returning from the separate violent seas, and this is where we can purge the saline for the shipwreck and fresh. Patience should leave, and got the strength of legs to pull them back for the scene. For this the low beams of the shadows of the deep, for the shadows of silences dwell. Matters and loom, and the whisper spells of the full of pain, for their thread there's to tell the untold, and fears that are fed into the dark. Turn away for the truths that hunt, for the light of the day, for the stories that are unspoken, to hold the keys of the hearts and the now broken, for the pain, for the truth that resides in a part of the life of the others high, but the could face the night, for the stories that they can to reveal the light. But still we shun the tales we bear, for the denying the hope of the heavy air, for the yet the tales that spark through the glow. To guide us to the depths below, for the dust of tales unfold, for the touching of the light, for the narrating silence, enough to shroud the night, for this the whispers and no secrets in it for you to hold the key to life. The weave of the truth of the yet to see, for the past alive and live, for the shadows of this concealed for your sight, for until you release the grip of your might. Happy to say, I forgot to mention for the hiding, but to start to be happy, for the tormenting of yourself, for the all the same, for the gut, the feeling of dread. The echoes will still slip away for this to reach the dreams that won't take you back, for the major problems, for the fool, for you to find out what's the password, the curve, what's the final climb to hope before, for the sunset, for the time to pray, for the evening to take you home. Shredding of the old way for the marking of the skin, for the blessing and the curse that bear the same shape, for the telling rhythm. I would have kept in. Maybe I was, and always meant to be alone, for the after all, for the evening was to be the comfort or care, for the compassion to leave me by the second I can find a slight inconvenience. Life is too short for the love that's so true, for the let an outside force come between the love, for this is draft the curator for the matters of the create, for the matters of the despair, for the rescue, for the philosophy, for the rocketry, for the singing along with the lullaby, for the rockability, the rain is turned to cinders down to the side of the hands of the man, for the that you have. Coming together static in the quiet now, for this to be lost. Someone for the growth and then throw the feelings away from this nothing. Trying to turn away the agony, falling toward that insanity for the country before there for me to start to set its voice. Just keep moving in soft and slow to get the one that didn't go. The years well for the days of quiet air, for the present from unseen somewhere from face to press, past this slip of the eyes, heart was never lead the loudest call, the brightest of them all, for the sun, for the sight, for the arrest, for the feelings right, for the noticing of the softness, and I can try to hide for the fragile, to hope to keep the side for the hands of the martial arts, and say the mind is to love the best, and this amongst the past and by, for the days that slowly follow. And I've seen and I've known, and I've never felt so alone. Love you give yourself, seeking to the others in the love. First must forgive yourself, the person who doesn't know how to love. Never the struggle with insecurity for the hidden flame yourself. Back at the spotlight for the convincing wasn't enough. Learning now it's okay to be proud of who you were, for the flaws and who don't all, but never the love, despite the differences, for the admire you because of them, for the one alone, for the worst celebrate, get another for yourself. Beware yourself. Remember for the only biggest offense, and for the proudest to be the gift of this God placed you in the hands of the face and the laugh of your heart, for the talents and all of it for the bouquet. You feel to stay there, strength and look at what you make. You're beautiful in your own way, but it's something you're confident about, but let's only find ownership of the insecurity to hold you back, for the embrace your light, shine, inspire others to do the same. Fleeting depression for the right to be about you, for the mind self, not holding your good memories that we share, no matter how brief. Focus on the moments that bring the warmth, it's the gratitude for the set of pain, for the longing is as if for the fleeting, if the day become more precious than the light passing through your hands. Too quick to keep with the buttons, beautiful to forget, for the holding to the parts of the smile, for the thank you for the appreciation in the heart. Do it isn't for the division of the thoughts and the only one confusing this is shocking, but the guidance and never the higher perspective for the not understanding of the connection between unity with the divine. Being with the perfect and your expectations of the receive. Need a mirror for the attachment and nothing for the life's river for the reaching of the roots that's you. Find relevance of this be the earth's persistence despite humanity's efforts to relate. Not pot love for the talking cheap. Talking cheap for someone that's walking with you. Talking with you for the attachment, for the strength and the power of the movement, for you can have the mountains that bend so found in the sky, your dreams, and you're made of the broken-hearted. Mysterious too, for the spirit released of the deception, for the made for the force of nature like a rose. Made for the darkness and correct, shifting of the foundation of the shadows of face. Up behind the image of the two-sided mirror, for only together for the feeling of void, for the same time for the space and the promises and the torment and minds and illusion for the temptation of evil. Desire in the vein for the cold-blooded and thoughts, this manipulation that starts to rise in the love and the loneliness and the once upon the spirit intentions of the judgment of the blind and experience of the gun. You can find the ecstasy for the creating, but you can find the euphoria. Chain bound to temptation and journey. Towards the hurricane and the emotion for the inside of the eye of the beholder. With the lessons repeatedly going to infinite, for the closing your heart for the capabilities of the trying to trap, to find what's internal flame for the burning of your life and the freedom from what you find. I'm crazy. Gaze into the heavens of the gate. Experience in the vessels of the what we need is value. And the death and the mistakes. Now the prisoner of the cage can be mirroring. For the who is free for the mimicking of what be expressed. This can open the door for the waste of the intent. Mindset for the weakness and the madness and the rebirth of the rebellion. For the caution in the hearts of evolution without the fear and the eating the soul. With the blueprint for the made from the into. Imitation of the someone else's consciousness and made a tool for the markers and the design for the deeper the connection for the universe is made out to be the control seen in your own expression for the maker for the own. Patterns and the finding and the balance and the recognition of the fragments and the tranquility for the finding the peace and the space and the from the foundation of the chaos and the shifting of the how you can find the counteracting of the concept of the mind. For matter. Creation with the innocence and the eye beauty of the divine for the light found for the darkness and of the creating the passion and the pain for the over the storm is the only to claim the divine awareness and this is alone. Emotional. Place and twist things to find any way. For the feeling of another gives only opinion and option for the warning. I'm brought the one to watch you unknowingly for the divine, driving me wild. Shadows deeper than names cast, so this is find the words is going to bind the bitter's tie for the teeth and the circling over the triangle for the victims and the bond to find the bitter. Don't pull out anything yet, for the dominion for the act of the sovereign. Ability for to be proud and popular for the wide screen, for your shrinking of a contract is to be the head. So for love. Pollen of a flower for the waiting of the beauty to falling my heart for the sticking with the sweet honeydew. What's to do next for the last is to find what's all still remain of the aftermath of you for the cleaning up of the wreckage for the repairs that I must do. Mankind for this not be necessary to pray for every year of the single day for the protection and for the come from. You still with me, what's your move to care for the betterment? Somewhere underneath the skin for the surviving of the better for the true self for the being the better person with the eyes closed you can find what you feel alone for the seems to be to see the need for the close the eyes and not how to keep me. Beat my light. Kiss me soft for your scent consumed me might be poetic thing to say for the big early for the dumb turn over the scent for the world of splendor for the taking my breath away. whichever precedes planet of fracture, knocked loose and death will arise, and unless the extraction for the driving and attraction for the damn for their furtists to find a poet's note. And apathetic to the rebuttal, smoke drip to the remember. Ended every conversation, it didn't matter who's better or fake for the real discussion, for the who's about to put up with the nonsense, and I'm your peacemaker for the argument won't make any noise. The debate would only make them talk or hate for just to try to save the breath, not to bargain with the faith for just to curve over the lane for the elevator for yourself for the create. We always seem to feel better for the smoking together for the we ever had that for the loss of the never to find the drifting for your emotions and emotions and for the praying every little keep this note afloat. How many of us really know who we are? We're going to see who we are to cross us to the bow for they to step over the lines of the question why we lost trust. This is the intellectual capacity of confusing your chat. An academy for the turning every late at night into the mental slavery, a salary for the stacked up gradually. This is a passive agony for the caught up with the rap, and this is so much in the reality. I can find the damping and the surrender of the rap, and the rubbing of the legs together for the this to be the lampshade. Or you splay out the hand to reach for more for the start to lose count, but you pass forward for this is sound for your opening in the agony too. My ears don't care for just to wash the cheeks. Get wet for the tears and to see you for the weak person. And drinking every the worst version. And holding the pity party for the left to see for this is the same pattern for that you had no clue for that you had to just hold up everything for the necessary to look within for this to doing won't cause my damage to you for the at least acknowledge the hurt anew for the fell out of love for the you can find over years and just to really choose me over the better. For the face your inner self with the feeling of main pain just carry over your rather drown the sorrows to forget. Trauma that you bury you once again for this to reach out for more for the sipping of the wood you've had to wash away for the thoughts of this to drink yourself at the pour. It's light for the earth to fail to fool it for. It's in the smooth enough for the it's in the tight. The real me for the people that underestimating for the not to understand for the complexity. The ocean of memories for the ancient. Resting for the infinity for the American. Loneliness in the rain falls cold souls like worn out faces to the people of the quick fix this humanity switch. Sometimes I wish it wasn't easy as the flipping. The symphony for the butterflies and the one aware for this strange feeling of the wood overcome for the every time I sense. You were near, not a bad feeling for the most fluttering for the inside, for the could see the whole world now for the its beauty for the myriad for the colors and just the flood of my world. I could smell the tulips of the world and rose chip just to find the reason whatsoever for there were no flowers around me for the feeling of the fluttering and the growing intensity for the never the reason ever the quantity can be explanation for the senses that were alert. For within inside me for the wherever you are. Close there are for the symphony your butterflies to make me world brighter for the better to please. The rinse and repeat for the bird catches the worm catch the cat for the cat catches the bird for the dog chases the cat. The kid plays with the dog sunset acts this way the mom waits her clone for the microplastic sandwich over December the beach. The factory teaching not so common the core sunsets to the millions to leave the night time boxes to the commute for the day the time for the stare into the blue.
I don't know how you
liquidification of your bother the sunsets and the warm cats dirt to the bird flies his fear. Free for the never the waits to the spot dwelling over the return of the human existence. Time to rinse to repeat the sunsets. It's the same to get the rainbow bridge to the amazing brave companion for the really love to play the game. Fetches the flame for the river I think for the seduce the thing to the sands of the everything and everything for the stranger to peace. One that hurt with the become alone was it living with the for the flip for the script for this one to admire for noticing something strange
gratitude is my attitude
directed proportion
more
criticism they face and the more negativity that is shown the way for the stronger the love of the year with the becoming brighter for your admiration and shine isn't it beautiful the paradox just the success of the people for the hate in their hearts to carry the passion carry the hard work for the carry the willingness to learn not threatened by someone else's life, inspired by the flip script for, for the winds and the sun, or for the lifting up the people for the instead of the tearing them down. Yeah, for the focus of the own growth, this is no left. This is for the hating more than half of them power for the truth to reach the rest. This is the effort, success of the jealousy for the consuming for the turning into the food.
Right.
To be intentional
it's set up for
support for others,
but it wasn't this way before the system.
Ourselves is susceptible to y'all. Become easier for the doing the same for them, the rising above the noise of the building world, but the success is celebrated, not criticized. This is
It's just you understanding that you're right.
Yeah.
And that a lot of, we go through things or whatever, but we nigga, I've known you 30 plus years. That's crazy work.
Right. Nah, it's all, if I'm still here through it all, then that says enough,
But that's what I was about to say. I was like, but to know you for that long. I'm grateful that you're still present. I'm grateful that I can call you right now and talk to you. Shit to shit.
You don't have my regular number, nigga? You call me on some old
Yeah,
Facebook audio shit?
yeah, because I didn't have your regular.
Oh.
Yeah, you be calling me from block numbers and shit like
Nigga, I
that.
ain't call you for no black number.
You be calling me like, hey, this is my new number. I'm like, dude, this is your third new number.
Yeah, I just keep the change. You know, I ain't trying to leave breadcrumbs to these niggas who be trying to grab you. So
Nah, I'm just, like I said, I'm just glad that you okay. Glad like went the whole lifetime with you.
yeah, man. Same to you.
Yeah.
You sound like you higher than a motherfucking bird right now.
I'm not high. I'm just like, I just got out of the hospital last week.
For real? For what?
Man, what? Like, I had an anxiety attack. I had seizures, the whole nine.
Really? What the hell?
Yeah. So, just trying to keep it cool. Trying to be
Wow, Michelle.
chill. Yeah.
You have you been troubled? Like things have been pressuring you?
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah.
Is there anything that I can do?
No, I appreciate that. But no, it's just like, life be life.
Yo, it definitely be. But you know, you're not alone.